Welcome to the channel. The ship that now stands before you is the SSS Arizona, recreated, copied from a YouTube tutorial that took hours and hours and days. But moving on, this is a really quick tour about my PvP world that I built in for roughly about 2 years on PlayStation console edition of Minecraft before the Bedrock update. And this is some of these areas was off limits. This is like the treasure. The reward that they were trying to get was the block, and then they would eventually collect a certain number of blocks, and they could come down here for extra rewards for their PvP matches. Every single building here was set. And then at this time, they would probably be complaining, saying that my redstone is terrible. And and as you see, redstone is simple. As you see, this is just simple little Minecraft redstone that I can fix later on. What is wrong with this? That should have worked. Well, I know some of these work. So yeah, you just throw your block in there and then boom, you get whatever object that you want. Like some of these was like spawn eggs, fire charges, anything that would help you and or benefit you in your Minecraft PvP battles. Cobwebs, and not all prizes was a block. Some of them was a minimum thing. And there's one or two floors of this awesome basement reward station. And back in the day, this was extremely fun for PvP. I PvP'd contests for about 4 weeks. And this is also a museum of animals that I trapped in here in survival mode before switching to creative. I'm in creative for the tour basically. And as you see, I've caught some rare, like a spider jockey. Some of them I had to bring in from the nether. Like there's my nether portal behind that little beast. And there's a little beasts and just normal creatures. There's my endermite, silverfish, and the King of Kings guardian inside of a cage. Conveniently trapped inside my torture dungeon. See, you can just smack them around. They're just trapped. And the trophy of trophies is the charged creeper. To get a charged creeper, you have to get struck by lightning, which with recent updates is extremely easier with the trident. But yeah, and in case people didn't know, I had a sign that said shop. My first build is back in the background there, and this is also a trade hall. I had built a trade hall. All my traders are in that room there. And yeah, this is another skyscraper build, and this whole thing is enclosed, so they can't escape. But they are able to climb around, and yeah, every floor. And almost every floor is kitted out with some PvP gear, and the starship. That was a pretty fun build. It took about a week for me to build this and fill in the inside. This is my main mansion, which is off limits for PvP, but somehow those pesky little PvPers glitch. And oh yeah, celebration, fireworks. I have a automatic launcher, and this can go on for about 45 minutes, I believe. I have it loaded the bear there, or maybe less. It's been forever. XP, free XP, and this just spams you the XP like 4 times, repeating fast. And of course you have to have your statue builds, your PvP builds, that includes Sky Wars. These were so fun. This was these were my first builds. Some of them were too close together. This one over there is perfect. The Star Wars build, that's about 40 blocks wide, I believe. I can't remember. But yeah, the whole thing is, like I say, this is briefly, and this is a spawn point. So these are the people that are greeted to that. There's my Minecraft name. This direction for Hunger Games, PvPs, and Sky Wars. Sky Wars was built mostly by me, but I had some help with friends. And this right here is like a Hunger's game area that people could play and entertain themselves in for about 4 or 5 hours. About 7 or 8 people for one game at one time just sit here. And this is like an accumulative Hunger Games reward kind of quest. Like the more items you collected, the higher you got, and then you would get first place. I mean, back then I wasn't giving away money for prizes, but it's still fun to be first place. And this is a Sky Wars. This was like the first one. That was the very first one. Extremely small. It was like a snow Sky Wars, and then a tree. These are just extremely simple games. A giant square box, which takes longer. Oh, and this build over here, that I like this one. This was like, there's like 1, 2, 3 stages that they had to climb to. They started in their little house. They had to get to their little defensive thing. Puffer fishes, aliens, Sky Wars. Oh my! I mean, yeah, I mean, goodness, yeah, this world takes me back. Like all this, that took hours and hours to build this one. But they're pretty much just copies of. Some of these were like YouTube tutorial things that I copied. This is like a original little castle, simple castle Sky Wars. Completely fitted out with the medieval theme. I think I used to have a horse in here, or donkey, but I guess I don't see it now. I think there's spawn eggs and stuff like that. The giant mushroom PvP area. Yeah, so, and all these are fun old builds back then. And so I had help on some of these. Some of these I had people helping build, and some of them I didn't. And this place over here was like a work in progress. I was working on a creeper, was it a creeper farm, kind of charged creeper farm. There's about 50 or 60 charged creepers. All of them collected without a trident, so you can imagine how hard that is. And I trucked them in from a charged creeper farm in an electric field. Some of y'all who are familiar with old Minecraft is completely familiar with a charged creeper farm area. It's just a blank area. I already covered it up, and after collecting so many creepers that they stopped spawning in certain areas. And yeah, so that's also a plus with making a charged creeper thing. And that's just the Minecraft thing. And yeah, and of course I trapped a little squid in my garden. I got every single tree in this area here. I got horses in the stables here, just each kind. Some of them are special. Of course, you got a chicken, automatic chickens. Two yeah, these are my first pigs. One of my buddies, pigs, cows. My buddies got them. Some of these horses are someone else's, and that's Stinky. I hate him. And yeah, and this is my main casa de Hinda. Alright, and that's pretty much it for the tour. No, wait, no, I forgot. Yeah, this is Jacob's house. Yeah. Original built day 2 or 3.